Hey guys, this is Felipe Vieira, 15 years old, in the software development field focusing on front-end and design in UI and UX and digital design. I also worked a lot in the area of visual communication. I'm here for another video. Today's video is going to be quite interesting because, in one of my past videos, I showed you, Vieira, and Bolt for programming creation. There, both front-end and back-end. And I showed a guy, you can install it locally, right? And there were doubts about how to set it up on the machine, especially on Windows. Okay. And today I'm going to teach you how to do this from scratch, okay? I created a VM here, okay? Oops, I created a VM here with Windows. You don't always have access. You don't need to. No need. No need either. Let's get it now. Won't it paste? It will paste. I'm going to get the repository here. Oops, I didn't configure it to paste in Clipboard, but it's a hassle, right, folks? I'll get GitHub. Here we go. They keep appearing. All right, let's go download 22. Indeed. Look, it teaches even installing a PowerShell. All right. Package manager. What is this now? That we are. Go here to the pre-build, okay? That advanced finish. I'm not going to do command line, which is more complex and ends up the same as install them. It's none of that. Download it. You'll click on open, okay? It will open the little installer. Basically, simply next, finish. I put this here to install everything it wants, which is faster. No need to keep forgetting. It will ask for administrator access. You can allow it. And I'm going to take this fork here. I don't even know if it has already updated. From what I was seeing, there are a lot of IPRs merged here, so there's a lot of new stuff too. There's another guy who did a lot of work, which is being able to download in zip format everything you're doing within it and being able to edit key. Up there, and then comes the cost as well. He asked to merge into this repository, but I believe it hasn't been merged yet. So it's good for you to follow this project here, which I believe will be big. To see the updates, okay. I go install Python, press the key, close. This is giving some delicious chocolate, huh? And meanwhile, I'll download some more. Git 2. Actually, it's not necessary. I think it will complicate things. If I use Git, I'll do it automatically. Because then it won't complicate things too much for you. Let's take a look at wrap. What you are going to do here, look. Look, it's already 123 commits ahead of the root bolt. We're going to click here and click here, download zip, okay? I don't even know what size it is. then because my VM is crashing here. All right, I'm going to open it in the folder, put it here. Look. Oh. VM lag is like this. It keeps reading and then ruins everything up. The software is already installed, so you should now proceed to reload it. This step is necessary to ensure everything is set up correctly. In Python, still folks. Let's download VS Code as well, which is what most people use. I use it a lot using the other one lately, but it's based on the VS Code core. Your machine will be faster, okay? VM, how many cores does it have? I think I set it to 4 cores and 6 of RAM. That's why it's choking a bit. Wow, I'm going to use the Microsoft Store to download. All right. Can I download the installer? Here then, as you can see, it's a bit of a mess. It's in Python. There's the installer here in account. Download here. Cool. Then afterwards, since it's taking a while, we're going to install it. Git to, what does Git do? JT is a version manager, okay? It manages your software. This GitHub is one of the guys that uses Git behind the scenes. Okay, there are several. GitHub is widely used. Then you can update your version via terminal there without having to keep downloading zip and overwriting, downloading zip and overwriting. So we're going to download it too. In this case, we don't need it anymore. The file has been successfully downloaded. So let's see. Firstly, we install the software called scode. Then we proceed to install the version control system known as Git. It can be right there. It can be, hi Marco, everything is fine. You can check it there too. It's there. Let's see how Python 1 is doing. It's installing build tools. Okay. Then we will install Git. First, let's open the folder here. Let's unzip that project. It's from GitHub. Downloads. I'll finish here so it doesn't freeze my VM. I need to start now. We start. All right. I think it will already create a folder. Okay. Can you change the folder name? Doesn't matter. The mouse, it froze. The VM's mouse, it froze. The VM, it had a little freeze. Well, you only install these things once, then you use them, okay? You don't need to keep installing every time. It has already extracted here. Okay. All right. I'll just delete these things that don't make sense anymore. Install Git to your system by following these steps and ensure it is configured properly. Next. Press this. Check. If it's for Gate Windows updates, it can be Gate bit profile. Put this because it's nice to use the bash profile there in the terminal. Okay, PowerShell is horrible. Use Vim Notepad in my Visual Studio Code. Okay. That we installed. All right. Let bit decide. Leave it as it is. We won't mess with this ch. It doesn't matter. Just leave it like that. Really, I like rebase, but you can leave fast forward or merge. It's no problem. That works too. This guy here does it. I'm going to use it now. Let's check him. Thermal visual. Not yet. Let's wait. Wait for Git to install. Then we'll open Visual Studio. I think we can even just open it right now. I'll actually close this one here. Let. Me close it there. Then we'll enter the repository we created. C. We downloaded it. It was exported to this folder, Bolt.new, element, and We're going to click until we find the original files of the fork. Okay. It's slow because it's installing Git. It's installing the terminal. I'm still trying to work with it. I might only have 2G got it free. All right. It's this guy here. You see, it has all the files. All right. That's it. It's currently stopped at the moment, making it animated right now. Then we're going to open Visual Studio Code. We downloaded it. All right. And we're going to look for this Bolt folder here. We'll open it inside. As a folder, it will open the files on the left side of your screen, which is beneficial because it allows you to easily visualize and manage your files. To achieve this, you need to follow these steps. First, click on File in the menu. Then select Open Folder. After that, look for the folder you downloaded. If you can't find it immediately, it is most likely located in your Downloads directory. However, if it's not there, you might want to check other directories where you usually save your files. All right, once you locate it, you can proceed with your work efficiently. This guy, right here with us today. This guy. All right, see? Then you will select the folder. All right, it will open the files here on the side. Put it right over here. Yes, please. I don't need the welcome. All right, if you don't mind at all. Thank you very much. Let's see. Wait for the Git to finish now. I will give a quick explanation for those who don't know. Okay. How Git works. And you also have to wait for the terminal part to finish. But I believe Node is already installed. I'll even do a little test via command line here. Let me install it first, right? I don't want to crash my VM. It seems they made the YAML and the Docker file. Apparently they are managing to deploy with Docker, which is cool. But for you beginners, besides vnode, besides vgit, you'll have to roughly understand how Docker works. It's easy to deploy, but you need to understand the concept of Dockerization and everything else. It's better to try doing it on your own machine so you have control. And then if you want to learn about Docker, it's simple. It's not very complex. I think it's done here. But all right. I don't want anything. Finish. All right. You're going to click here. See? And the terminal. This is the little terminal, which is similar to this one. Okay. The same thing, except it's here. Do you see that it's PowerShell? As default, we install git bash. We're going to switch to git bash, which is the terminal that get installed, okay? Let's see if we have Node here in this particular location, perhaps. All right, it's installed. Node.js, we're asking, what version of Node is installed? 11.0, okay. Let's check the README, see if they changed anything. My VM resolution is very low. There, without causing problems. Let's see. This is everything they've delivered already, see? See? They did it via Docker to make it easier to set up. Cool. I hadn't seen that. All right. All right. All right. To install Git here, there's the setup. You see, install Git, install Node. Then it says to leave the node patch. System, all right. Well, guys, I started my VM, right? Because my mouse was stuck, but it's back now. We have to go back here. Look at get the bit bash again, okay? We are going to open the package. All right. And run an npm install, which will install with load. Okay. All the dependencies of this project. It takes this patch file, everything that's here. You see the dependency. It will install them one by one. Then what you need to do is see this env example. This guy here you will have to rename to env.local. Okay. Then you will put your key here. And if it's from OpenAI, you put it here. I will open the router, you put it here. Okay. I will put my, if you don't have an account with OpenAI and so on, register with the open router that they provide. I think it's $1 for their key for you to use. Okay. So generate a key there for free. And you will be able to test. All right. Without needing to pay anything. Then you will go to OpenAI router. Let me see what it is. I unfortunately forgot to properly configure the file that I was supposed to configure completely. Here. Let's go back and see. See if the PNPM is here. Look. And it is what we brought verbose. Shows exactly what it is doing. Okay, this verbose. I won't be able to paste mine because here it is. It's because I can't transfer from my machine to see it configure. And then otherwise, I'll have to log in here on the OpenAI route, log into my account and everything to get it. But it's simple. You go there, paste it here, saved. This local file, all right then, after installing, we will upload it. It will take this local file here to be able to inject it into the interface, okay? Let's see if it works directly here without having to install Chrome Canary. I'm downloading, but just in case, let's start downloading Canary, because if we need it, we'll already have it. All right. I just really need this. I just really want. In order to further assist you, download. All right. It will take a little while too. If it's taking too long, we'll just go to Canary, right? Then I'm going to speed up here for you the parts that involve installation and everything else, so it will be faster for you. It's installing. There's a lot going on, folks. I'm going to set up my user on the VM. That's what happens. Let me see if I can close the drive. I don't need to. Double Windows is like this, right? You don't need to have a machine. Then there's no way to close it. You have to be in settings, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It stays like that. Downloading. It's downloading. Installed. I don't know what opened up here in front. It's absurd, right? With Windows, you don't even know where it came from. Look at this and take a moment to observe it carefully and reflect on it. How buggy. All right. Canary installed. I don't need it anymore. It's installing the dependencies. I'll pause until it finishes installing. Okay. It will get better. Great. It's done here, folks. So we're just going to launch it, right? NPM. I saw that people use the Debian version. Okay. Remix is not recognized as an internal command, huh? Isn't there a remix to install here? Oops. It seems we need to proceed with the preview. Let's get started and move forward with the npm ram process. Make sure everything is set up correctly before we begin. Preview. What is pnpm? Work. Please note that the command pnpm install g is used to install globally on your system. Create mix. Here I am in PowerShell. I'm not in Bash anymore. All right, it gave a little error. This guy here is because it doesn't allow you to run scripts from the terminal. You have to run a little command in Windows to be able to set a policy that allows you to do this, which is this guy here. I have to restart. Let's go. Now I see. Now I see with the administrator. What are we going to do? We are going to open downloads. Bolt.new. Here. We are going to press ctrl+alt button. Is it ctrl+alt here? ctrl+alt. ctrl+shift. To be able to open PowerShell here. PowerShell. We will have to open PowerShell as an administrator. Run as administrator. Okay, we will have to navigate to this folder where we have ours. Let's see if NVM is here. It is. So we are going to copy its path. All right. We will open here CD and the command to open. Okay, then just to open this guy. All right. It's already in our little folder there. PNPN. Installing. All right. This is the guy we need to copy. Copy. All right. Where's PowerShell? Then we will install with pnpm. Okay, install with npm. It gives these little Windows errors, okay? So pnpm install. I think this is that problem that we have with running script on Windows. Let's open the chat apt because I found the copilot a bit lame. We need to run a specific command, which might seem small, but is essential for our task. You guys checked. I know it's messed up. Then we have to give this command, then test. Okay, then go back to pnpm and such. Good. Did it work? It did. pnpm. Well, hold on. The same thing. pnpm, briefly. Essentially the same thing. You will give the necessary and specific pnpm command accurately and correctly. Padremix. This command here, it will install Remix for you inside this guy, okay? Inside the project. Okay, it's finished. It's ready. Then you just need to give an npm run dev, okay? You will use this to launch on Windows. It's only working now. The team made a pull request there to make it work with the command. Preview is also okay, but it hasn't been merged yet. So you will launch with this guy here. It's already up on your local host. You will open Canary and put this address there. It is. Then, folks, it's just you testing, but they added another cool submenu here. Open router. I don't know what this guy is for. But since I didn't register, it won't do anything, right? It won't run. I haven't registered any here, okay? But this way you will already be able to launch and make it work. Remember that you have to change the key, okay? You have to rename, relocate, and put your key here. Okay. There's a bit of work to get it running here on Windows base, right? But it's running. I believe that in reality, you don't even need to download the version for Node 18. Okay. But it's good that you learned how to do this if you want to switch versions. Okay. So theoretically, using PowerShell, using PNPM commands, there, it's to make and run everything. All right. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, comment here, share it with your friends as well, and also leave some suggestions in the comments for what you'd like to see. I will also make a video about V0, the best practices to boost your results. And follow the channel too. Thanks everyone. Goodbye.